Welcome back to the Gears and Tool channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Leatherman Freestyle and the big brother, the Leatherman Skeletool. And I've done a review on the Skeletool CX. This is just a standard Skeletool because I feel that is a better comparison to the Leatherman Freestyle as far as price goes. The Leatherman Skeletool CX is a more expensive multi-tool, and I don't think it'd be fair to compare it to the Leatherman Freestyle being a less expensive multi-tool. Now the Leatherman Freestyle is a relatively simple multi-tool. It only has two tools or features on it. However, when you think about it, the tools and features it has are the two that you're going to use most frequently. So for a lightweight multi-tool, it's actually a really good option. Here you have the combination blade, 420 HC steel blade, which is what Leatherman puts on a lot of their multi-tools. It tends to wear really well. I've had very good experiences with Leatherman's 420 HC steel. And this is no exception. It's extremely sharp. I really like the blade shape. They have a nice, strong blade shape. It doesn't feel flimsy. It feels like it's really going to perform well. It's also a locking blade, which is great. So you don't feel like it's going to trap your fingers or cut you like some of the Swiss Army options might. It's a very good blade that they put on this Leatherman Freestyle, which is a good thing because it's one of the only things that comes with it. The other tool that the Leatherman Freestyle offers are the pliers. And these pliers are okay. For a lightweight set of multi-tool pliers, I think they're pretty good. They're not as big and rugged as, say, the Surge or the Charge, where they have removable hardened wire cutters. But, you know, they do pretty good work. I've cut some wire with this. I've turned some bolts with this, and it seems to work pretty good. So, you know, pretty much a win there for Leatherman. For a multi-tool that only weighs 4.5 ounces, this is a pretty good lightweight multi-tool. And it comes with a pocket clip right on it, which makes for relatively convenient carry. Now, about the comfort of the carry, that's where I think the Skeletool shines. So this Freestyle, while it's small and compact and only 4.5 ounces, and the tools are decent on it, this pointed tip down here, I kind of have issues with. When you carry it in your pocket, that pointed tip just seems to dig in your leg everywhere you go. It's just kind of a constant reminder that, hey, I'm a pointed multi-tool, and I don't like that. I feel like this multi-tool should have been rounded on the tip, or they should have done something different to make it more comfortable in your pocket. It's kind of a short multi-tool, and when it comes to a point, you know, it moves around a fair amount in your leg, and it just doesn't seem like it wants to sit still when it's on your pocket, and that makes for a relatively uncomfortable multi-tool. And you know, it's heavy enough that if you don't use the pocket clip, it's kind of banging around in the bottom of your pocket, and it doesn't carry that well in my experience. Now that's where the Skeletool does much better. It's got a little bit of a longer piece here. I mean, these two tools are literally identical when you put them side by side. You can see with the Freestyle sitting on top, the only difference is the end. And that makes all the difference. When you carry it in your pocket, that end isn't sharp, and it sits pretty good in your pocket. It spreads the weight of the tool over a larger area, and it's not banging around all the time. It's longer, and it just seems to follow your leg as you're walking much better than the Freestyle. And for me, that makes the Skeletool a hands-down winner as far as comfort of carry. And at only 5 ounces, it's not that much heavier. It's 0.5 ounces heavier than the Freestyle. And it comes with a bit driver that's lockable. You have a locking bit driver, which I think is great for a lightweight multi-tool. You don't have to worry about your bits coming out and losing them. And it uses the exact same bits that the Wave, Surge, or Charge series would have. So if you have a bit driver kit or a case that has the pocket for a bit driver, those bits are going to work with this multi-tool. So that's cool that you don't have a proprietary set of bits just for this tool. It works with the ones that you probably already have. And then in the handle here, you have a second bit, which is great. So you have the Phillips ones in the tip, you know, 2D Phillips, which, you know, isn't great, but it's better than nothing if you need a screwdriver, right? And then you have a two-sided flathead one that fits right in the handle. So you have a few more options with the Skeletool. it really doesn't weigh that much more, and it's a much more comfortable tool to carry. So between these two options, I would say get the Skeletool every time. I think the Freestyle is just, it's not as refined. It's got this really awkward point on it, and I'm not a big fan of the Freestyle. I love Leatherman products, but I just can't recommend the Freestyle to you guys. I try to keep it honest, and the Freestyle, it's not that comfortable to carry, and it's really a deal breaker for me. If the Skeletool is too big for you and you're looking for a lightweight multi-tool to add to your daily carry, I would go for something like this Leatherman Juice S2. It weighs 4.4 ounces, which is 0.1 ounces less than the Freestyle, and it has a lot more things going for it. The Freestyle has pliers, but so does the Juice, and they're actually pretty similar in size. The Freestyle pliers are a little bit bigger, but not really that much different for the types of things you're going to be using this for. Frankly, I think the Juice S2 has better pliers on it. See how pointed and precise those are? I mean, that would be the way to go in my mind. And then you get some screwdriver options. You can see in there you get the Phillips bit, you get a couple flathead bits over here. You have scissors with this thing. You have a bottle opener. I mean, this Juice S2 is just, it's got everything you would really want. It's a package that's about the same size as a Freestyle when they're closed up. Actually, probably a little bit smaller even. Yeah, the Juice S2 is about the same size, maybe a little smaller. It doesn't have that awkward tip point though, and that makes a huge difference in the comfort to carry. This thing, you can put it in the bottom of your pocket and it's comfortable to carry. It's got rounded edges. It's not constantly jabbing you in the leg, reminding you that you have this heavy chunk of metal in your leg, in your pocket, like the Freestyle does. So there you have it. If I had to choose just one of these lightweight multi-tools, it would be hands down this Leatherman Skeletool. This multi-tool is only 5 ounces, has a great pocket clip on it, and carries very nicely. It has a good locking blade, which feels robust and solid when you're using it, and it carries really good without the jabbing point that the Leatherman Freestyle has. If the Leatherman Skeletool is too big for you, you want something a little bit smaller and more compact, my vote definitely has to be for the Leatherman Juice S2. For the size, this Juice S2 has many great options. It has some little bits in there. It's got the nice pliers. The blade on it's really nice. And it's a much more comfortable multi-tool to carry than the Leatherman Freestyle. This Freestyle just has a lot of extra metal that isn't being used for anything productive, and it comes down to this nasty little point that just keeps jabbing you whenever you walk around with it in your pocket. It just does not carry well. It's a good concept, and I understand Leatherman was probably trying to save some costs with the manufacturing where they could use a lot of similar components. However, in my book, the Leatherman Freestyle is a tool or multi-tool that you should avoid. Thanks for watching this video review. If you like this review, please like and subscribe my channel and leave some comments below for some future video ideas.